Okay, this is Train Fever. I finally got something working for me on the hard difficulty level, so I thought I'd show it off. Alright, it's a line between these two towns, Erie and Peoria. Now, towns are just randomly named. There's no correlation to where those towns actually are. So it's a passenger line, basically. And what happens is we have all these stagecoaches, and they feed into the trains, and the trains take the people back and forth. Now, the fun thing about this game that you don't see in things like Railroad Tycoon 3 or even 2 or anything like that, but you'll see it in Transport Tycoon, is that you have to deal with signals. So right here we have two signals here and a little split track in the middle. The trains run back and forth, and they're actually regulated by these signals. So they both have to get to the middle before either can go any farther. So that keeps the trains separated at the so-called perfect interval. So yeah. Now you can see I have negative money, but all my lines are making money. Well, most of them. The train line most of all. The thing about hard mode that I didn't understand, which is why I'm having so much trouble with it, is that you just need to pull more cars behind and you need to fill them. So basically this is your line screen, and the more little stagecoaches I have, the more times they're going to dump 4 people at the station. They only carry 4 people. That's not very big. So every time they dump 4 people at the station, they go in, and there's 4 more people waiting at the station. And then hopefully by the time the train gets there, there's about 84 people waiting. Now, this frequency is one of the most important things in the game, and I totally didn't know that when I first started. But, for example, the frequency of this train line is 6 minutes. That means it's a 12-minute round trip. That also means that it's a 6-minute trip from here to there. And that means that, because there's 2 trains, and there's a 20-minute limit on any trip that any single person is going to take, and it simulates everybody who's moving. So let's see, that gives us 12 minutes, 6-minute waiting time, plus a 6-minute trip. That gets from here to here. So that leaves only 8 minutes of time that it can be waiting for a stagecoach, getting on the stagecoach, traveling on the stagecoach to the stop, getting off, going to the other place. There's your 12 minutes. Getting off, walking to the station, getting on here, and going to wherever it needs to go, whether it's to work, one of these places, or to their house if they're coming from work, or leisure, or a shop. 3 places people go. And that's how it works. So if you can do that within 20 minutes, they will take your line as long as it's the fastest. As you see, I delivered some people, and this jumped up like quite a bit. My mom didn't go. Really, I must be making money. But anyway, that's what's going on, and setting stuff up like that is why I enjoy the game, and having to know exactly all these times and make sure that there's enough stagecoaches to drop enough people off, and also enough stagecoaches that basically people don't wait around too often. Because the more people wait, if they're just sitting there, then that's bad. And the more stagecoaches are empty is bad too. So you gotta kind of manage all that. You don't want too many, you don't want too few. Because they all cost money to run. So those are my lines. There's, like you can see, there's 3 lines in Erie and the 2 lines in Peoria. I named it short loop. It was just going to be to here, and then I ended up extending it out here. So it's not really a shorter loop. And long loop. So you just kind of give it a generic name. And as you can see, the town is kind of expanding because it's got passenger service. And so that's Train Fever. You set up your lines and they run, and the next thing I'm probably going to do is, if we zoom out, you can see Tulsa up here and Stamford down here. I'll probably connect Peoria onto Stamford and maybe have a line off here so I can have 3 lines running out of here, 1 to Tulsa from Erie and 1 from Peoria. Eventually get to Minneapolis, and if I ever make enough money, I'll start running goods too. So that's Train Fever, and that's my awesome lines that hopefully will start making some money, and I'll have enough to build some more lines. Now I can always borrow more. It's very easy. Just hit borrow. You have to pay for it. As you see, you got loan interest here, $62.5 thousand, and that eats into a lot of your profits. So you want to get rid of that. Let's see this train coming in and pick up guys. It's got 50 passengers on it. It's going to be not as much as I want. Maybe 400. Okay. Yeah, 200K. See, now I'm in the green. Now I can do some things quickly before it eats away all my profits again. Load up 78 people, head back. Alright, that's enough of this video. Don't want to waste any more of your time. Hopefully I'll put some more out at some point when I get farther along. Alright.